Let's get physical, folks. This week, basketball. You know, everybody, when I knocked myself out with an emoji dodgeball at a Southside Chicago basketball court, I never thought I'd be lying there in the rain wondering where it all went wrong. I came to and thought to myself, I will never let this happen again. I had to ask myself one simple question. If I couldn't hoop, could I host? Could I be the best me for you, thee? I scoured the entirety of Chicago to find the area's most talented coaching professionals, and none of them responded to my letters or candygrams or Candy Crush invites. So rude. I eventually landed on the only person who would take me, a 7th grade C-team basketball coach for the Chicago City Limits Regional Middle School Prairie Dogs. A man with a name synonymous with victory on the hardwood. Swesh. Swesh! Coach Swesh, it's a pleasure to have you here. If people don't know who you are, which I'd be very surprised to hear, you are famous now. One might say notorious for being a great 7th grade C-team basketball coach, which seems pretty niche. But in a place like Illinois, where basketball is so holy and considered such an important sport, it's a big deal. 49-8 this season. Group of ragtag 7th grade kids who are just sweeping the whole city of Chicago, beating high school teams, 8th grade teams. How do you explain this that you've built?
Well, first of all, I want to check something you said. You said that I'm getting famous, I'm getting acclaimed. Okay, I'm not in this for the fame, nor the clout, nor anything else. I'm in it for the love of the game. This team is a great opportunity, stepping in as coach of this team. I love these kids. I love what they're capable of, and I love the game of basketball. So it is just, I'm humbled to be part of it.
How do you explain such a successful rise? Last year, the P-Dogs had a record of 0-68.
Look, if you're cooking, you need the fire under that pan in order for it to get hot. And let me tell you, brother, I ignited something. You know, they're not slowing down. These are pit bulls running down the street, going for meat, digging through the trash. These are fighting, gritty dogs, okay? They're gonna continue to play at a high level for the rest of their lives, probably in old age.
Now to get to a darker topic, the losses. How do you explain the losses this season?
My least favorite topic.
I'm sorry, but it is part of the game.
Hey, part of life too. Taking many losses.
Well, not that many this season though. 8.
No.
How do you explain those losses as they were pretty brutal?
Lost about an average of 25, 35, 55 points. And, you know, it's just about chemistry, right? Any team, when they're starting out on a year, they're going to take some time to gel with each other, learn each other's play types, feel each other out, understand those passing lanes, understand how to set each other up for success, right? And that's why it was shocking to me when these losses all came straight in a row at the end of the season. But that's what happens, you know. My coaching style, I like to just set my starting 5, set my rotation early, and leave those 5 out on the floor until the wheels fall off. And that started to happen. You know, we had a couple of serious injuries, okay? The kids will be okay, but the injuries in the moment, gruesome. Let's say somebody died on the court, then I'd be concerned, right? They left it all out there quite literally, right? Viking funeral style, right? Trial by fire, right? You know, I'm not wishing that on anybody, right? My kids will never die. I firmly believe that this group of kids can live to 150 plus. You know, with the medical technology and the advances we've been making and the way these kids eat and train, whew.
So, is it a healthy mix of motivation and discipline? How do you keep morale up, and how do you keep these wins happening for your team?
It's up to interpretation. These kids, I don't frankly care whether they have a positive or negative experience, as long as at the end we can celebrate together. That'll be positive. I'm positive they're gonna love winning the game of basketball.
Now, there was controversy mid-season that all of a sudden students were getting paid to play, and that might have been the incentive as to why they were doing so well.
Well, money makes the world go round, am I right? You know? And I think the thing is, everybody has to make concessions in life, right?
Sure.
I had to stop smoking cigars on the sidelines, right? I had to stop smoking cigars. I gave that up. Maybe people could try giving up their preconceived notions of what motivation works for kids.
Wonderful. So people have described your coaching style as abrasive, aggressive.
Who? Well, they say you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. I'm not trying to catch flies at all. Flies are gross. Get them out of my house.
Right.
Look, I'm not running from accountability, right? I know there are things I could have done better as a coach to get through the losing slump, right? And look, I hate the word lose. All right, I hate the word tie. I love the word lugubrious because I think it's interesting. I like the word water because I think it's delicious. I love the word milk because I think it builds strong bones, right? I don't believe there's an off season. I don't believe there are other coaches. I'm the only coach as far as I'm concerned. Because I coach this team. This is the only team in the world that I care about.
Well, you don't just coach this team. Apparently, it has been said that you work with adults as well, and not just children. Is that true?
Look, we all work with adults, right? Adults make up most of the workforce.
But a 7th grade C team coach doesn't make much money. So how do you sustain being able to do this year in and year out?
Geocaching, mainly. My kids and I go out in the woods, we dig.
You're not telling me that you, as one adult, brings a series of children into the woods to start digging for things. That sounds dangerous and irresponsible. Is this part of...
Look, I've had several injuries occur on the court, right? I've never had one injury occur when we're making money by digging up chests. The second that happens, look, I'll eat crow, right? And I have. Delicious. High protein. We do that in the woods sometimes. They're smart, too. Sometimes we can learn a lot about plays from crows. They can talk if you teach them. They can also point to geocache locations. If they see somebody bury something, they can point to it with their beaks.
Coach, I'm so grateful that you're here with us today, and recently I've been feeling that I need to get better at basketball. Not just because I'm terrible at it and frankly a danger to others on the court, but because I feel like it's a necessary thing within me that I need to get better at. I need to get better at basketball and learn those fundamentals in order to get better at hosting this show. Would you be willing to train me?
You're a danger to others on the court. That's a positive quality. I'm willing to jump in there with you and make you the best version of yourself you can be. I'll take a raw ball of dough, and I'll flatten it, throw it up in the air, make the best damn pizza you ever tasted, but it will chip your teeth and give you acid reflux. But you'll remember it for the rest of your life. That's what you're gonna be. A dangerous, dangerous slab of hard, burnt pizza.
Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
I look forward to getting on the court with you.
Good game, John.
Good game to you too, Coach.
Yeah. Let's do.
Okay.
Yeah, swish out.
Don't switch.
Swish. I do it, you don't. Swish.